Hello everyone, it's Joshy Blogs. I just wanted to say I really enjoy playing this game when I don't talk. I'm gonna have the music turned off and I'm just listening to the audio of a video or something. Maybe I'll try it with the music off, uh, with the microphone on. Let's try that for a little bit. So I don't even need to turn the music off. I'm just gonna put the volume back on so I could. Yeah, but okay. So now we're gonna do it with the music off. Actually, I'm gonna put the volume up on the TV anyway, just to be in the habit of knowing that the music is off when it's off. All right, there we go. So now, if I put the music back on, there we go. Now I can hear it. So yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit, and I'm gonna record the thing that I'm listening to, and see if it annoys me. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the video back on. Okay, let's do this. We did it. We got the two golden keys. You got a fuse. We're getting closer to creating three of these. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to do what I want to do here. I guess I might as well do an upgrade here. Let's do it. Okay, we got a freeze on elite boss. It has increased. That's great. Freeze on elite slash boss. So now I can freeze anything almost. That's pretty good. Um, there's that one epic that I'm missing. I'm dying to know what the fourth epic is. One day we'll get it. You got to keep grinding. Um, that's not happening. All right, let's So, trying to push forward so I can have a grinding level. I want a grinding level where I'm only doing 9 levels. I guess I could just keep pushing forward here though. I don't think I can handle Jungle Afternoon, right? I just want to confirm that I can't do Jungle Afternoon. I'm pretty sure Jungle Afternoon is too hard.
you've also talked about a lot of things you deeply care about: healthcare, affordable housing. I know there are many other things. What do you see as the right priorities balance of things, especially as it relates to investigations and accountability? Where does that fall, and how much time should be spent on that? I mean, of course, I spent many years on the oversight. On the oversight committee in Congress, was just in charge of investigations during the first Trump administration. I helped I helped on the investigation of Michael Cohen at the time, which led to a
All right, I want
Attorney General Tish James. But I think
revenge.
that it genuinely is a situation of we can walk and chew gum at the same time. There are certain committees that I think will be spearheading real investigations into this administration. There has to be accountability, and it has to be because we cannot allow this level of corruption to consume our public service and our government ever again. And the only way that you allow that, or the only way that you set that precedent, is by aggressive investigation and consequence. And oftentimes, some of the things that do come out in congressional. Josh Gottheimer is dodging you? Yeah, I know. I saw. So, that is the Promise to America. Okay. What is this? Felix Frisch, director of the Promise 2026. Yeah. The Promise to America said, comrades, congrats on your big, close primary win at District Kamala won by 59 points. We'd love to hear your objections to the content of the Promise to America. Let us know a time that works for you to Zoom next week. I said, send me Josh Gottheimer, Playboy. They didn't respond to it. DSA said, see you read. They did respond to the Democratic Socialists of America. Okay? To the DSA, they responded with, where is it? Comrades, giving millionaire Hassan more viewers on his Amazon-owned platform would be too capitalistic. We offered Zoom and you're accepting. We celebrate July 4th over here, but anytime Wednesday works. Or Felix Frisch. I'm kind of surprised that the axe is not as good as these two. Okay? To which I responded with, you can't platform someone that has a bigger platform than you. I'm sure Josh Gottheimer would appreciate teaching a bunch of young radicals a lesson in electability and the importance of moderation. Okay, I'm gonna roll again. I need to heal better. And pedaled by a bunch of people on the take from AIPAC will shed some light on the phenomenon. Yeah, Joshua Reed Eagle, who does communications for a liberalism organization, liberalism.org, who's on the board of Project Liberal. Yeah, I saw Denver Post allowed an op-ed to be written from the perspective of a Jewish woman voting for Madeline Kiros' courage and love for all of humanity. We're going to get to that in a little bit. That's coming out this Denver Post opinion editorial. Here's my electors. Candace scares me as a liberal Jewish woman in Colorado. A big column A, big column B. Check that first reply to the. What is it? Ha ha ha. You were so angry you got called out on your grift. Always a big strong communist until those capitalist dollars come calling in before a bunch of chode riding sycophants storm in defending Hassan's honor. Father, husband, Catholic. I feel like this is a bot. No? But yeah. Will they respond to this? I don't think so. But we shall see. Papist big man. All right. Are the Democratic Socialists winning let's re-roll again. Democrats, or are they just using the party infrastructure to get on the ballot? Democratic Socialists of America co-chair Ashik Siddiq joins Katie to discuss. Pretty funny seeing all these DSA people on the news now making the news look ridiculous. Yeah, one more. Or are you just using the party's infrastructure to get on the ballot and then take over the party? Well, something we think is really important is democracy. Yeah, I think we're good here. Let's just go. That by the small d democratic, we believe in democracy in practice, and that should be a core value of the Democratic Party. But in practice, they haven't been operating in a democratic way. The Democratic Party, especially in recent decades, has become pretty beholden to mega donors, to people representing big tech, representing fossil fuel industries, representing military industrial. This level's too tough. So it's to be expected. That is increasingly distant from the voting base of the Democratic Party. We think that the Democratic Party is its voters. Can I pick up some quick XP by like? Let's just like politics are in Congress and in the federal government and increasingly in local politics. So let's just get killed by the first monster and see if it gives me any XP. we're running as Democrats.
Oh,
We're operating in a winning as Democrats.
it won't let me battle with no weapons.
Not just running, winning as Democrats. Democratic way. So if the Democratic Party leadership feels like that's a threat, then I think they're the ones who aren't Democrats. You guys are basically admitted that you're using the infrastructure the party has set up for ballot access.
Oh, it gives me nothing. If I don't kill any monsters, it gives me nothing.
To say that that's what you're doing. You're not actually Democrats. You're using the process that's already in place to.
Oh no, no, yes it is. I got a quick 5. I get a quick 5 coins from that. I'm just trying to test, like, what can I get away with?
About the brand. Clearly, the voters have appetite for this hunger for this kind of politics.
Let's do that one.
People who have voted Democrats their whole lives.
There's no point collecting gears here. Let's just confirm. Watch, when I do this, nothing happens, right? Basically, nothing at all happened there.
Refreshing that I can vote for someone who actually champions the causes I fucking care about. I believe that these people have an investment. That's what they're saying. It's not like the DSA candidates are running.
All right, so let's just keep going. Let's keep making progress here.
Duping voters into voting for them by being like, oh
Dismiss.
yeah, if you vote for us, we're. I don't even know what the fucking analog would be here. It's so stupid.
Another wave of 15. I'm looking for a wave of 9. Maybe there's no more waves of 9. I hope that they do come back though, because I'd really like to grind on a level that has 9 instead of 15.
They lied about that because they clearly haven't delivered results. That's it. It's so stupid. They told us, oh, you cannot vote for a third party. What do you mean? You want fascism to win? You can't vote for a fucking third party. What are you doing? Right? So then we run in the party and they go, no, you can't do that either. At a certain point, you gotta realize, like, oh, they just want establishment Democrats that are beholden to corporate interests to control the party, to be the only viable.
I did a reroll without thinking about it, but I should have saved it for later, but it doesn't matter.
Well, we would ask everybody, including voters of the Democratic Party, of what are Democrats? Like, is it just you're attaching yourself to people who you think sound good on TV, or are you voting for people who represent your values? The Democratic Party, again, like when you're voting, what are you voting for? What do you want to see in practice? What do you want to happen in government? So the policies that we're representing, and yeah, we run as Democrats. I don't think I personally identified as anything until when I was 18 years old. I voted for the first time for president. Obama was actually the first president that I voted for, and I was very happy to vote for him at the time. I was very against the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. I believed in hope and change at the time that he was campaigning on, and then I didn't see that the Democratic government deliver on a lot of the promises at the time. So many people mobilized for the Obama campaign.
All right, all we need is luck and defense.
And we were really inspired, and we wanted to deliver on those promises. So that's what we're about. That's what millions of Democratic voters are about.
Sometime I want to try out the heavy boost.
People are not seeing the Democratic Party deliver.
Reduce heavy items cooldown by 10% for each empty slot in the bag. Maximum is 60. Total 10.
That more radical politics.
What does it mean? Maximum 60, total 10.
Turns out it's not so radical. Okay? About expanding democracy in every part of our lives, and we want to democratically handle how militarized our society has become. Why does the United States spend $1 trillion on a military budget while we can't repair roads and bridges, while we can't provide for child care for everybody? We should be funding babies and not bombs. Why does our government spend...
Let's just give the heavy boost a try. I want to try it.
...on the state of Israel while it's doing genocide?
So we're looking for heavy weapons this time.
Like I was raised up. That's awesome. Believe in Israel is committing a genocide. Israel has killed tens of thousands of civilians. Many of them are children and families. And we see that happening. We saw it live stream for 2 years, and we reject that. We don't think that should be happening anywhere in the world, and we don't think the United States should be funding it. I think we are about expanding democracy in every part of our lives, and we want to democratically handle. Israel's not committing a genocide. Okay, sure. Classic now. Yeah, pretty revealing that what galvanized centrist Dems was losing to a couple DSA candidates, not, for example, losing to a bunch of corrupt fascists who want to end democracy. democracy. Yep, they're used to losing to the fascist right. They're comfortable losing to the fascist right. That's their favorite type of laws. What they will not stand for is allowing a more honest and more representative democratic process in the Democratic Party. What they will not stand for is reinstilling confidence in the base of support that a better future is possible, that you can have politicians who actually are responsive to the needs of the masses, who actually will hear their demands and say, you're right, we will fight for it. That's it. Branko Marcetic writes, one of the notable developments from Tuesday's elections is the DSA and Democratic Socialism becoming a distinct and positive brand among voters. This was not the case even a few years ago when candidates and door knockers weren't always leading with their DSA association. This is a major change, and I think even more so than AOC, even though she obviously was operating in a very different political environment initially. Zoran's unapologetic brand of democratic socialism as a cadre candidate, and now a very successful and very popular
Thought I had more coins than I did.
is what has done, what has played a major role in flipping the script, where now people are trying to associate themselves with democratic socialism because democratic socialism has become a popular association. What did I tell you? Even in the early stages of Zoran's campaign, what did I tell you? The goal here
I can't
is
remember.
to run democratic socialists, have them win as democratic socialists, and then have them govern as democratic socialists, so that the association with democratic socialism is an association of good governance. So when they think about democratic socialism, they think about fast and free buses. They think about delivered campaign promises like freezing the rent, which Zoran's team and the DSA delivered 2 days ago, right? And then from that point on, you bring in more people into the fold. You bring in more people into the DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America. You engage in political education, and you implement
Too sleepy.
consciousness.
I can't deal with this anymore. All right, this is gonna be the last video.
More and more democratic socialists into positions of power, and they are all good at their jobs. Hopefully, they're good at governance. They're responsive to the needs of their base, of their constituents, and we change the electoral system a little bit. We make necessary changes that we want to see.
I am bored.
Who knows where that might go later down the line? Here's what Zoran said about being the poster child for the Democratic Party.
Let them. We don't have to ask ourselves what life looks like if a socialist wins. I won last November, and over the course of these last 6 months, what we've delivered for working people are the very things we were told were impossible.
Okay, now he's getting confident. Good. That's good. I mean, look. He's performing all of the expectations that were required of him, that were demanded of him, that I would have wanted him to do. Obviously, there's still going to be,
Yeah, all right, looks pretty good.
significant.
Let's re-roll some.
But yeah, he's definitely exceeding my expectations, I would say. I did not expect him to be this much of a movement leader. Okay, what are your top 3 criticisms of him? Oh, Tish, as police commissioner, not disbanding the SRG, and I guess Ingrid. Those are some pretty significant ones. He's taking your shine, brother. It is not my shine. Okay, it's our shine. What did I say was Zoran moved 91? Okay. What did I say? I said he's making my job much easier. He's making my life much easier because I can just point to him and say, do that. Right? I was pretty open about it. At the end of the day,
Let's go.
my familiarity, and the representation that I see in Zoran is
We got this.
immaterial. It's totally secondary to the policies. He is an elected representative. He's a mayor, and he has to deliver. And as a as long as he continues to understand the role that he plays in this much
Okay, let's. Okay, I don't need the hand anymore.
he definitely does.
This goes there and there. Oh, uh,
He put a lot of political capital on the line with the DSA slate.
all right. I think this is fine.
A little bit of fear from my end that he wasn't going to do this, and he did. And I have to fucking respect that. He proved to not just myself, but I think
I don't think I need the healing as much. So let's go more damaging.
City politics. That he is that guy. Okay? He is that guy. There was no guarantee that it would have been a clean sweep, by the way. There was no guarantee. We all played a role in it. We all fucking pushed for it. And now, instead of turning his back on this movement and turning this into the Zoran Mamdani popularity project, he is playing the exact role that he was supposed to. He is a
I don't know what to do.
leader. But the movement is still larger than he is, and he understands that, and he understands the role that he plays in this movement. I do as well. Do you see what I mean? Like, I'll give you an example. I eat a great deal of shit, right? It'd be much easier for me to not eat a great deal of shit. I could just be a fucking neoliberal commentator if I cared about my personal brand and my own personal reputation and making money. I wouldn't make any risky moves. Or rather, I'd make less risky moves, and then I'd also align myself in a similar manner to Midas Touch, for example, with a lot of establishment Democrats. I wouldn't be outwardly hostile or openly antagonistic to pro-Israel politicians, for example. What has that brought me? Only enmity, only angst, only hatred. It's brought me a ban from a foreign country, from the United Kingdom. It's brought me a bipartisan condemnation bill with demands attached to it of deplatforming, right? But I understand the role that I play in this process.
I'm having trouble.
Drones to my house. Shouts out to Rupert Murdoch.
What do I do now?
But I do it because I understand the role.
Oh, we're almost finished. We just finished. That's all we do.
You don't want it enough. It is economically
Battle.
impossible for you not to maximize your income. Wait, what?
Battle. Yeah, I'm tired.
For you not to maximize your income. Okay. So why am I not doing that? Oh, he was just joking. Yeah, well, there's a hype train going on. So if you want to economically maximize my income, subscribe to the Piper Broadcasting Service. People's Broadcasting Service, support independent media. You can subscribe. You can give subs. We're at level 3 hype train with 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. If you subscribe, you can use emotes all around the platform.
Why? Why is this happening?
We've already watched this video like a million times, man. I don't know why we're fucking looking at this again. Sergio Iran! Thank you for the 50 bones. 100 earlier too, in the morning when I first started. I saw that. Huge help from the
I missed that level 9, that 9 level grinding level that I used to do. When will there be another wave 9 wave level?
Sauron is that man.
It's not rewarding me appropriately.
He is that guy. And we're very fortunate. We're very fortunate that his success has led to a sequence of victories from candidates that are even more radical than he is. Okay? Because we can build on each individual success. Sauron's victory allowed the DSA slate to win. That's not a secret. Okay? And he pushed a lot for it. He put a lot of. He gambled a lot of political clout here, and it was a big gamble, and it ended up working really well for not just Zoran personally, but everything that happens, everything that he does, every success that we can put on the board is a success for this movement because he is still a movement guy. It paid off, and it will hopefully continue to pay off. From Zoran Mamdani and Adam Hamawi and Chris Rabb and all these other candidates, you can directly chart a path of victory to Claire Valdez and Daria Lisa. And from Claire Valdez and Dade Lisa, you can point to a path of victory for Melot Kiros next Tuesday. But it doesn't end there. It won't end there. From that point on, we will keep building on this momentum. Abdullah Sayed, okay? Abdullah Sayed in Senate. Oliver
All right,
Levin,
we did good.
Elijah Manley, Hartzell, AKC,
Um,
maybe Charles Booker,
okay, let's do
Justin
it.
Pearson in Memphis, which is going to be a very tough battle. Some of these are going to be very, very tough battles. Okay, Grant Pladner, we got a long road ahead of us. Toby Durden is South Dakota, running for governor of South Dakota, the only man who can build a wall in South Dakota and North Dakota. I know he's a Republican. Anyway, speaking of which, if you want to carry the flame, we're at level 6. I'm trained at level 10. I train people at the Piker Broadcasting Service, People's Broadcasting Service, sponsored by you, the people, for you, the people, and nothing else. Some of these races are going to be a lot harder than others. Francesca Hahn.
This character is also luck based.
Governor of Wisconsin has a real shot.
I could unlock her now. She's 500 gems,
That seat back from the hands of
and she has poison daggers.
Here's the thing.
But I don't know. 500 gems seems like a lot. I don't know if I should really do this. He's gonna be 1,500 gems if I ever want.
Also in California. Another great example.
Definitely tempted to get her. I'm also a little bit tempted to get Freya. I'm even a little bit tempted to get Dr. Franz. But it's a lot of gems to give up. And then it's also going to slow my growth down to use them. Like, let's be honest, Lonesome and Max aren't even useful anymore. They're like, and if I spend points on them, those would be points that I'm not spending on Captain Red. So yeah, it doesn't work. Anyway, that's all, folks. Please like and subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment. Love you guys. Bye bye. Save. Stop recording.